I joined the army. I wanted to get married. I never wanted to play the field or nothing like that. But through experience, especially after the first girlfriend, things go left. The other thing I tell people that they might not want to hear is that the biggest lie that I was ever told in my life, I was told in church, but it had nothing to do with religion. Nothing to do with religion. It was the belief that we are all brothers and sisters and that my biggest enemy was out there somewhere. But when I went through life, most of the damage that happened to me and the things that affected me the most didn't happen from police. It didn't happen from white people. It happened from the same people that I was told that we're supposed to be like brothers and sisters and we don't fight each other. We don't do this. So I grew up kind of nonviolent. I didn't want to fight. I would fight a white person in a heartbeat. And it wasn't on some prejudice stuff. It's just like, I don't really see you like that. But black people, I had a different tolerance from them. I try not to fight black people. But it eventually reached a point where you're getting picked on and pushed and whatever else. You reach a point where you got to fight back. So it's like if I give you a chart, right? And on this chart, I say put male, female. This is my who hurt me chart. I made this up about some months ago. It goes on with your topic. Draw a chart, put male, female, then put black, white, then put family, friend. Go down your list of memories and think about who hurt you. And every time you think about somebody that hurt you or wronged you, I want you to mark a column, whether that person was a male or a female, black or white, whether they was friend, family, or stranger, or an enemy. What you will find when you get down that chart is that most of your bad experiences in life, and I don't care about proximity, because that's the first excuse people to try to say, well, you're surrounded by more black people. Well, if I'm surrounded by mostly black people, then why are you trying to tell me that white people will be my problem? You can't have both of them. So when you go down this list and you see the people that actually impacted your life the most, look at the chart. The chart will speak for itself. A lot of times when people fill out their chart, they start realizing, oh, shoot, I can't fix no problems because I'm looking at it wrong. My biggest enemy hasn't been nobody out there. My biggest enemy has been this.
Absolutely. This message has been brought to you by fuck you bitches and bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, you grow up with love, man. Like
your perception is different when you grow up with love, man.
I did music, right?
Okay, was you raised in a single parent home or nuclear?
Hold on, who got
Why sound like techno?
Is that muted my mic? So I don't think it's coming from my mic.
Is that me? That man shit malfunctioning.
Is it I can't hear you. Oh, whatever he did, it stopped. Yeah, I can't hear nothing that's coming out.
Yo, you need to get out. You might need to get out and come back in.
Yeah, I think it's him.
Oh, we know it's him.
It was I grew up in a 2-parent household, man.
Okay. Was your pops in the military?
Yeah, he was.
So okay.
He was out by the time I was born, but he was in there for a couple of years.
So yeah, you grew up with structure. Now, was you a military brat? Did you travel?
No. Like I said, he was out by the time by the time we got grounded. So I didn't travel like that. But the structure was still, most of my family is in the military. And when you grow up with that kind of love, man, like I used to do music. I remember one time I did a demo for these guys. Partner brought them to the crib. They wanted to do a demo. I did the demo for free, mixed it, mastered it, gave it to them. I didn't charge them because I just wanted to give it back to the game. I wanted to give it back to the city. I'm like, yo, go make somebody ourselves. I gave them a CD. Like, here, I ain't charge you for this. Dudes came back 2 days later and robbed me. Took out. They actually came back. They was probably gonna kill me, but I worked overnight, so I wasn't at home. They came back, and the only reason I know the story is because they went back bragging to this other dude that I know about what happened, and I had already told him what happened earlier that day. So he put 2 and 2 together, and he the one that told me that they came, they told him that they went over there with guns and all this other stuff. And I'm like, man, this what y'all gonna do to me? And I'm trying to help, trying to help the city, help the people. But hey, who hurt you, right?
Nigga, these niggas. Hey, man, let me tell you. Man, listen, man, they know how much I can't stand these niggas. I done fought for the niggas. I was a nigga. I am the quintessential Pookie. Sometimes I still get excited for Pookie shit, and I have to. Yes, it's not on me.
It's in you.
In me, nigga. The degeneracy is inside of me. I was raised in a single parent home in the inner city. I was born outside of a marriage. I was raised by nothing but pimps, players, and hustlers. Yes, absolutely. I went to prison before I was old enough to drink, nigga. Was already in there, raised by the my mother used to tell me loving, dear shit, like, you ain't gonna be shit like your damn daddy, nigga. I can't wait till you turn 18 so you can get the fuck out my house. That was the type of love that I was raised up on. From Kansas City to a small city in the middle of bum armpit nowhere called Pine Bluff, motherfucking Arkansas. If you motherfucking know, you know, nigga.
Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I heard it.
Pine Bluff, where it's motherfucking rough. Shout out to all you degenerate motherfuckers that's stuck in that motherfucker waiting for your income tax check this year, niggas. I know what you gonna do with it. Yeah, absolutely. So fuck these niggas. I was on Amazon looking for a KKK goddamn mask. Where do you buy these motherfuckers at? Cause ain't nobody killed more niggas than niggas.
I mean, it's just like what you said about the suburbs, right? So I grew up with some kids from the suburbs that absolutely they try to emulate what they see. Now my dad was the one that, sold drugs and went to jail and a lot of that other stuff after he got out of the military. But like I said, when I was born and come around, by the time I turned about 5, he started trying to do better because, I was getting older. But they tried to raise us a certain way. With me, my issues stem from when I was in high school, I saw a dude get stabbed in front of me. And I used to be a real small guy. So I kept to myself, but, people going to mess with you. There's only so much nonviolence you can have in it. So then, when I was like 16, 17, I had a pistol. I went and got a pistol. Wasn't in my name, but I got one. And I had a knife. So that's when I started carrying weapons. And then that's when my mentality started changing towards people, because now everything started turning into hatred that used to be love. Everything, not hating black people, but just becoming an angry person to the point to where I was always on edge, because I'm like, yo, I'm tired of people messing with me, and I'm trying to do what, I grew up watching all the We Shall Overcome and all this other stuff. I'm trying my best to live in this image, that they say we supposed to live in, but it's not working out for me.
Hell no, they told you this ain't Selma, nigga.
Right, it ain't working out for me, and by default, unless you got certain resources, by default, you in poverty.
He in Birmingham, motherfucking goddamn Alabama. He in Birmingham, boy. He ain't in Monkey Town. What shit, nigga?
So you got to get ready.
It's Montgomery. What's the other one?
Yeah, Birmingham, the Gump, and you got Mobile.
Mobile. Hey, there, you ain't one of them motherfuckers, boy. Look. You better be ready to go. I'm not finna be getting into it with niggas that fight alligators.
Gotta be ready, man.
Them country ass SEC niggas, you know them corn-fed slave blood niggas. I'm not finna be getting into it with niggas that close an alligator mouth with their bare hands. Fuck them niggas. Them niggas go to the league, man. They freshman year, motherfucker, goddamn in college. Fuck them niggas, man.
They be getting scouted in the 7th grade,
man. Yeah, but down here, I mean, it's like you want to do the right thing. So I never believe in jumping nobody. If I fight, I'm gonna fight the 1-on-1. If I lose, I lose. Unfortunately, everybody don't share that same rationale. So, you know what I'm saying? I was raised a certain way to be a man. You're a man, you fight with your fist. If it's a 1-on-1, it's a 1-on-1. If my partner in a 1-on-1 and he get beat, he just get beat. Now I'm not gonna let if he go down, I'm not gonna let somebody stump him out. You know, it's like a referee in boxing or MMA. You got to jump in like, hey, that's like chill out. That's overkill. But if he just losing, I'm not jumping in.
This motherfucker 6'3", goddamn 320 pounds, nigga. That is Thanos. We're gonna have to shoot this nigga in the leg. My
partner should have been smart enough not to run. Like, you got to be smart, man. If you think this dude too big for you to fight 1-on-1, you might want to choose your words carefully. But don't run in that fight and expect me to come help you. You should have chose your words more carefully. I was smart. If I saw somebody that was too big for me, hey, it is what it is. If I know I can't fight you 1-on-1, as long as you don't hit me. Now, if you hit me, I got to defend myself. Now, I probably shoot you or stab you, something like that, but I got to defend myself. But see, these dudes, that's what being raised by a woman come in at. Because women don't have no sense of danger.
They dumb.
Women don't have no sense of danger. So a woman can see a dude 7'12", which is technically 8 feet, but we're gonna say 7'12". He's 7'12", 500 pounds.
Out there, and
she doggone 4'3", and she running up like Scrappy Doo on some let me at him. And you're like, yo, you finna get killed. See, the average dude, that's why a lot of dudes in fights, that's why they do jump people a lot, or they resort to shooting because they scary. Or they walk off. Like women, when you raised by a woman, you don't really have that switch in your head to say, hey, you probably can't win this fight. You should back down. Be smart.
Man, they got weight classes in combat sports for a reason, man. A wise philosopher from the South said in the early 2000s, 145, I'm out of your weight class. You want to survive, better scramble like eggs and break fast.
You gotta be smart. That's what being a real man is, though. You gotta think. You gotta think. If you can't think as a man, you watch them gangster movies. You always got that little nigga back there. When something happened, they want to go run out there, and the boss say, "Yo, it ain't time." But boss is like, "Yo, it ain't." As a man, you gotta be smart. Say, "Hey, this ain't the day. This ain't the time. This ain't the place." But these dudes out here, they don't be thinking. They just run out there, shot out. Because they got that girl mentality.
Absolutely.
They crashing out. They got that girl mentality. They can't think.
Well, most of these predominantly black environments are single mothervilles anyway. Single motherville.
Yeah. They raise male baddies with no daddies.
Absolutely, man. Especially in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, all you niggas is raised by your mama. Y'all can't wait to kill everybody. I've never seen a city so small, so violent. I lived on the west side of Chicago. I lived on the northwest side of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm from Kansas City. I think the U.S. government uses Pine Bluff, Arkansas as an experiment to see what it's like on a mass scale when there's a bunch of niggas.
Look, when you start really doing experimentations where like when you take certain people out of certain scenarios and you start seeing who the problem is, like when you came up with the chart situation, right? That's what you're doing is a process of elimination, right? And ultimately, when you take men out of all women's problems, women got major problems with each other. And then when you take women out of all men's problems, the only problems that you're going to have from the men are the men that's raised by women for the most part. Those are your pookies. Those are your bitch ass niggas. Like you can't get a grown man out of a man is only seeing his mama solve all the problems.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
You're gonna have a chaotic human being
because, like, think about it,
with
right?
no conflict resolution skills.
Facts. Like, if I snap my fingers and we went to some kind of dystopia where we got to break down in a tribal, you know what I'm saying, level of survival, and you got the men that ain't been raised by nobody but women, and then you got the men that's been raised with their fathers. You got men that have never had to listen to a man. And you're trying to organize that group of men to listen to you. That's crazy.
Yeah. You gonna get stabbed in the chest, nigga.
You finna get stabbed. You finna get jugged.
You know where you see it the most? In the workplace. I was a supervisor at a manufacturing plant for some years. And I had this one guy one time, he was up there bragging about, we had a conversation about a woman can't raise a man to be a man. And he said, my grandma, my mama raised me to be a man. I said, well, what makes you a man? He said, shoot, I went to school. I got my education. I got a job. I work. I pay my bills. I take care of myself. I stay out of trouble. I ain't never been arrested. I said, dude, that just make you a good citizen. That don't make you a man. Them the same lessons that they'll teach a girl. That don't make you a man. Working, paying bills, staying out of trouble.
Sound like an independent woman.
I said, but I can tell that you was raised by a woman. He said, why? I said, because you're sassy. You got an attitude. You don't listen to no man up here because you ain't never had an answer to no man. So you don't like male authority. I said, you get in your feelings quick. Every time something happens, you get the man, and you popping off at the gums and you ain't thinking. I said, those female traits, bro.
You about to get
stabbed. Now, I
right
commend them on raising you to be a good citizen. I said, but a man, you are not.
They about to send that nigga to HR.
Yeah, you better get stabbed right now. He might be listening to this damn thing.
Oh, well, that wasn't my first trip to HR, you know. That wasn't my.
Hey, and look, when you got to go to HR because you offended somebody with the truth, and who gets offended by the truth the most?
Yep. I got in trouble because I called a dude a girl in front of HR one time. I was like, I don't care, man. I said, dude, like, he's just an oversized girl, man.
Yeah,
all that crying. But
hey, you know, I have no problem. I have no filter when I'm listening to a dude communicate, and it's something that I'm listening for that's gonna let me know he think like a bitch. And I'm like, yo, that's shit that women say right there. Always looking for the exception. Always trying to argue the exception. Well, you got to be in 100%. I got to say everything 100% to get you to agree. That's a woman response.
I seen it happen a couple times. You said that shit, and you would be considered the most. You would be considered less volatile than me.
Right. Like I just sit there and I listen. I'm waiting for it because the very thing that separates men being on the same sheet of music is the men that act like bitches. Because
I ain't got no mercy for it, man.
Those are ones that fuck it up. Man, I had a long conversation before we got on this live with a partner of mine, and a lot of these guys they're starting to come to this realization about either the men in their families or the men that they've been in close association with as friends. And they're starting to see how they act when they can't hold their liquor, how they handle women, how they willing to compromise their character for the wrong women. I was like, because they act just like women.
Nigga, them bitches be running the household, man. Like, man, like in my family, man, them motherfuckers, man, they are scared to speak up publicly against these motherfuckers. These women got these niggas by the balls.
Super simple.
I'm the outcast because I say, fuck all y'all. I said, your grandmama was a hoe, your mama was a hoe, your aunties was a hoe, your sisters hoes. You come from a long line of hoes. And bitches that can't keep a man. Like, nigga, like, you don't think that that's a problem? And then you go get a woman just like the rest of them because they didn't taught you how to tolerate bullshit, so you used to it. And
You just gotta
you
get
go get
through
you a
it,
new
bro.
set of problems.
You crazy. Like
God damn.
you come from a long line of side chicks, and then you think you a man.
So riddle me this. I'm gonna ask y'all a question, or I'm gonna give you to you like this. So in society, you grow up, and they always say that they like to say that girls mature faster than boys, and that women mature faster than men. Right? That's what they say, right? I'm just saying that's what they say, right?
Yeah.
I say, okay, if that's what you believe, that women are more mature than men and girls mature faster than boys, then why in a given situation do you always expect the man or the boy to be the bigger person if he's so less mature? I said women physically, biologically mature faster than boys. I said, but here's the truth. Women do not mature faster than boys. They just try to grasp and understand mature things a lot faster than boys. And when they do that, they interpret it wrong. Like a little kid, when you show them something on TV and they don't understand it, so they start trying to connect the dots and they come up with some kind of crazy story because they had to fill in the blanks. I said, them girls are 8, 9, 10, and 11. They're trying to understand adult concepts that they're not mentally equipped to understand. And so they look at it wrong. I said, what's mature in a lot of boys, whether you don't like it or not, it takes a mature mindset to be 16 or 17 and say, hey, I'm not ready for no family. I'm not ready for no kids. That's a mature mindset. But the girls will look at it and say, oh, he immature. He ain't ready to, like, no, he's thinking in his right mind. He's still a kid. At the age of 19 or 20, this is what people don't realize. Think about it. I am 41 years old. I have just now spent at least half of my life as an adult. When you are 21, you have only been technically an adult for 3 years. That means for most of your life, you have been operating as a kid. That's not going to leave
as an adult.
Look, men mature when consequences are in the mix. Because consequence will make you have discipline. Because like what you just said, like you've lived the majority of your life, you know what I'm saying, up to this age, a period of it was immature and a period of it is just now becoming mature, right? But you don't know how immature you were until you cross a certain threshold in life, right? And what creates that consequence? Even if you were doing the right thing, like you told the story about who you tried to help and then they turned around and robbed you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You learn from the consequence. There's consequence in helping people sometimes. And because if you help the wrong people, if you do anything for the wrong people, it's witchcraft. Because in our minds, you feel like if you do, again, I say feel. If you feel like the right thing that you're doing should warrant you some kind of, like I guess, positive outcome, you're sorely mistaken because some people deserve to die. Some people.
What's the church music?
Oh, here we go. Come on, man. Like we say things all the time, like everybody can't go. But when we're the person that determines if they get on board or not, we give them a pass. And you get taught to give that pass by manipulative people in your own family. They tell you that weak ass family is everything. No, it's not. It's not. That's a delusion. And that is a fast track to getting into a conversation about who hurt you. When people go to therapy, bro, they don't talk about so much so the people they chose that created this scenario. They talk about what happened to them that precipitated the need for them to even go to therapy. And when that therapist start unpacking, talking about their childhood, the things that people did that they never, it's always about what somebody never acknowledged, never apologized for. And that hurt never got a chance to be reconciled. And then you're never going to get the ownership, the accountability from the person that actually did the dirt to you that you didn't deserve. And then you have to force yourself to either choose to, accept them out of love, or, which at some point still becomes you just letting your abuser have free access to you.
Everybody's changed until they get put in the same situation. Like, you know how many people go to jail and they say I'm a changed man, and when I get out, no, you just in jail. When you get out there, you probably gonna do the same thing again. It's good, it's easy to be saved in jail. Look, you come out here in this free world, right?
Yeah.
And you back in front of all this temptation. So I look at therapy like that. Therapy
You
is
ain't
good
real-
and it
you
can
ain't
help.
just ain't been triggered.
Right. Therapy is good and it can help people, but until you get put in that situation again, like if you're a man or and you've been through a bad relationship and you go through therapy, that's great. You'll be a changed man as long as you never date again. Because as soon as you start dating again and you start going through these situations and it triggers, and it's the way our brains is set up, the fight or flight response. Your brain actually operates off of your hippocampus. It operates off of memory a lot of times. So what is memory? Memory is like if the last time you went through a situation, that's the recording in your memory. So the next time you go into a situation that starts looking like that, your brain is going to tap into your memory and say, I've been here before. It ain't going to think about therapy. It's going to say, man, the last time I was going down this street and I saw that truck right there, I got robbed. So you're going to start trying to run. You ain't going to try to figure out if it's going to be different. You're going to react to that memory. You're not reacting to what you're seeing. It's like when you read on paper, you ever seen the thing where they put the words on paper and they scramble it, but you can still read it because your brain is reading off memory. It's not reading what's on that paper. It's reading off of memory, so you can still understand, even if it's flipped upside down, even if a couple of the letters switched around, you're reading off of memory, and that's how we react in situations. We react based off of memory.
Pattern recognition, man. Like even Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and the ABCs got the same melody.
So what if you say Twinkle Twinkle Little C?
That's you having to work to
you starting to mix it. You starting to mix it together.
Hey, that's when all this you might have dementia.
Yeah, hey, you never know. It's just one of them things that when people talk about therapy, I think it's good to go to therapy, but the conversation has to be bigger than that. It's like when you're trying to help young men going out of the juvenile systems or men coming out of prison, you don't just have to help them. You have to help their environment. It has to be a holistic approach. The people in the household got to be on one accord. Like you can't take this little boy and give him all this therapy and then put him back in a bad household. He's only going to be like that for so long before he starts to revert. So when dealing with men and women, if a man goes through therapy and you want us to have all this, whatever, that's all fine. But if the women do not change their mindsets, he has one or two options. He can keep dating and keep bumping his head, trial and error, until you finally find a woman that's right. But you got to look at all the damage that you took from bumping your head, because the onus cannot always be on men. But that's how society is. It's like everything is up to him, where he got to do this, he got to do that. Because when you ask a man to be a leader, you're asking him to take the hits. Because when you are a leader, look at a head coach. When the team fails, who they go to first?
They got to talk to the coach first.
Who has to come up with the responses? Who's going to be held accountable? The coach. I said, as a woman, when you are asking a man to be your provider and your protector and your leader and all this other stuff, whether or not you understand it, what you're actually asking for is a parent. Because that's what a parent does to a child. We lead, we protect, we put up with all this bull and whatever else. And I'm not saying that he's your dad as in controlling, but I'm saying you're asking for like a parental type figure, because it's a more of a one-way situation. If you ask the average man what he's looking for in a relationship or like his ideal of relationship, he's going to start naming all the things he wants to do for his woman, right? Man, I want to be able to spoil. I want to put in a nice house. I don't want my woman to work. You right? If you ask a woman what she wants in a relationship, she's going to start naming all the stuff she wants her man to do for her. It's like, so wait a minute. If I put you first and you put you first, that makes me twice the loser. So who's putting me first?
You better do it. I mean, and that's why like I got a couple guys that do labor jobs, right? And all of them have the same thing in common. They are the man that takes care of the entire family, all of the women that's in the family. Like they the handyman, they solve all of the problems. that deal with manual labor. I said, you don't get it. They have indoctrinated you to the point where you are their go-to masculine in their family. And they have turned you into a utility.
You the family mule.
You the mule. You are cheap labor. You're being trafficked. You on Keisha Steen Island.
And that's sad that, you know, when you talk about that hurt, we aren't allowed to have bad experiences in relationships. But every man, unless you got lucky and you found your sweetheart when you was 5 or 10,
this nigga,
You gonna go through some bad stuff.
Montavious. We not finna just look over that.
I'm trying not to visit the island.
Steen Island.
I'm trying not to visit the island. I don't want to be
Motherfucker.
on no kind of Steen
Like,
Island.
man, you dirtier than a motherfucker for that, man.
Said I was trying to avoid the island. I was holding it together too, man.
Welcome to Keisha Steen Island.
God damn.
Get your power tools ready. Get ready to hang that door.
But
Hey, man,
it's not a
that's
safe
some
space,
real
bro.
fucking trauma right there, man. I want to hear more, and I got to get off here tonight because I want to hear more from Montavious about the girl that drug his ass like a broken muffler. That's what I'm more into.
Man, she had me walking down.
Just shooting
had me
sparks
walking
up the
down
road.
like Moses.
She tore his ass up. She didn't turn you loose, boy. She was giving you body shot.
Bruh.
Yeah, what's up?
Man, like a muffler is crazy.
Bro, that mother hit me with that car. By the time I just heard them wheels peel, I turned around. I had just enough time to get my leg up. Hit me right in the hind quarter. I flipped over the side of that car. I looked up. I just seen them tail lights go around that corner. I rolled over. I got a stick. I'm walking down the side like I'm in the desert. I'm just walking down the side. I get a phone call.
Like
I said, "Yo, who is it?" It's her homegirl. She said, you still alive?" I said, "Yeah, I'm still alive." She said, "She over here crying. She said she hit you and she don't know if you're all right." I said, "I'm all right." "Oh." She said, "You want her to come get you?" I said, "Hell no."
Hell no.
She gonna hit me again. I said, "Nah, I'm good, bro. I got out there. I just didn't want to fight." But you teach men not to fight, and you gotta walk away. You gotta walk away. And here's go to favorite one. That's why my son got sisters. I got 3 sisters, and guess what? None of them nowhere near when I got hit by that car. So it wasn't gonna do me no good. No good in that situation.
She was really about to drag your ass like a muffler for real.
Oh yeah. It was a Mazda 626 white.
She was gonna be mad when she saw you again that she didn't kill you.
That's what I felt. That's why I said, "No, don't come back." I can't run right now. Don't come back.
But this is the cold part. When men talk about their abuse, they laugh about it.
Yeah.
When women talk about their abuse, they cry together.
And you know, and most of the time, the abuse that women experience, they invited the abuser into the relationship.
No, you can't say that. It's victim shaming. Don't say that.
Well, I don't care. You can't spell victim without the V, and I got 2 of them in my name, so I don't give a fuck.
I don't care about victim shaming.
Yeah, so
that's what they love to say.
Like, for instance, I saw this story earlier today. This woman had 2 kids that were killed by a man that already killed the previous family. And she decided, she thought her little family can't make it up. Can't make it up. He was already in prison for knocking off his previous family. She got with him and had a family with him, and he knocked that family off too. And the people in the women in the comments were saying that you can't predict how people gonna react. He was already locked up for knocking off his previous family. What? This is what happens when you picked him. I can change him.
Hey man, you're gonna have to clip that one because that's hilarious.
You can't make this shit up. Like
it's not like this nigga went to jail for robbing something. It's not like he went to jail for trafficking. It's not like he went to jail for some personal shit like taking somebody out with his hands.
Look,
well, women always think that they're the exception to the rule in almost every situation.
Hey, I think he got it. I think he nailed it right there.
And this is why I keep saying women will make a baby with the wrong man before they make a sandwich for the right man. And then blame
a baby is easier to make than a sandwich.
And that there is the psychology of it all right there. So what type of sons get produced by a woman that thinks like that?
The one that she say, I'm sick of take care of these kids by my fucking self.
Man.
A motherfucker that dropped the kid off over the godparents' house for the weekend while she's living at a shelter. And so she can go kick it. and the babies come over talking about, my mama was talking about yonis.
Mama said she coming to pick us up after she finished steaming her yoni.
That's exactly. That's super specific, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very specific. Like I remember that post I had put up about these boys growing up seeing their mamas naked.
Yeah.
And the women were shocked that it was an issue. And then they can't understand why she big and obese and he go date somebody that don't look like her. Because he grew up seeing looking like a pack of Hawaiian bread. And
Titty went to the floor.
Straight up. And then wonder why he dated
Titty doing the nay.
They think all that junk cute for some reason. And I say, man, that junk ain't cute. You got the little boy doing all this little, and they try to attack us for looking down the road. You know, my common sense tell me if I see a lion cub, I need to kill it before it get big enough to kill me. If you see weeds in your grass, you pluck the weeds before it become a problem. That's just how it is. No, we project, we see certain things, and it's like we're not saying that he's that right now. I'm not saying that the boy's soft. I'm not saying he gay. I'm not saying he gonna be a crash out, nothing like that. But what I'm telling you is that you are raising him to be that way. And by the time you can see it with your own eyes what he is, it's going to be too late to change it. The most important years in a child's life is the first 5. By the time they're 5, their brain is 90% developed. Most of their personality is set. That means that in a point in time in their life where they don't have a lot of memories, they're not going to remember most of the first 5 years. And at a point in time where their brains is connecting all these weird dots. And I say, let me tell you something. You walk around the house with that baby, watching all these little skin movies and these girl flicks and Tyler Perry, and you got that boy in your arms, and he 9 months old. He absorbing all that information. He can't tell you, but he recording it in his brain trying to figure out what it is. And now you sitting there because you lusting because you ain't got no man, and you listening to this Megan the Male Horse and Cardigan B and all the rest of these chicks, and he's absorbing it. He can't repeat it, but he absorbing it. He's absorbing it, and it's becoming a part of his personality.
Yeah,
you wonder why he grew up thinking a certain way, and for the first 3 years of his life that he don't remember, he been watching you watch men walk around, you know, half naked and all the other stuff that you watching with these girl movies. But he don't remember that. So the only thing he gonna say is, man, I was born like this. I said, no, you've been like that for as long as you can remember, and you can't remember anything before the age of 4.
Bro, you this is getting clipped right here. It's definitely getting clipped. We get that applause, sir.
That's just the truth. By the time that boy 5, he don't stand a chance. He done been around too much.
Let me give you an example. One name that captures everything that we're gonna clip out of this. Diddy. Everything that you just described is the way Diddy grew up. Based on the all of the information that we can see. His pops was killed when he was 4. And then his mama was a party girl that was always highly visible and used to make the kids dance and have adults over watching them dance. And then she tried to raise him with every fake masculine character possible that was on TV during blaxploitation films and all that stuff during the era in which he came up. Because if these guys are struggling now on who to model their masculinity after, what do you think they were struggling with back then? With less information.
Shit, these little niggas had Kevin Samuels. Hey,
right.
Let me tell you some shit, man. The Manosphere, that shit right there, boy. If we would have had that shit in the 80s, these hoes wouldn't stand a chance.
No.
And I'm not saying that the Manosphere is all the way right.
No, it had enough though. In a real short span of time, because like the men that's my father's generation, that's like I think between the ages of 60 and 70 now. Pure
them
simps.
Niggas, them baby boomers, nigga, they simps and suckers.
Pure simps. Everything got to meet the validation of a woman's approval.
I had a baby, my uncle that's a baby boomer. This motherfucker gonna say, because he got on my page and he saw some of that new age real nigga shit I was saying about bitches. This motherfucker's supposed to be a bishop in the church. He gonna get on his raggedy ass church field goddamn Facebook and say, any man that talk about women every day got a little sugar in his tank. I said, I know, and we all know who you was talking about, nigga. And the same motherfucker got a son that's in prison for stabbing a motherfucking woman to death. So if I'm a motherfucker, if I got sugar in my tank, what is the nigga that stabbed a girl to death in cold blood? That nigga is the goddamn sugar factory. What you trying to say, nigga?
Tell me
He's some baby boomer motherfuckers. It's the baby boom motherfuckers. You niggas get ran in the dirt by the woman. Woman cheat on you, have a baby with the milkman, and you still took care of the motherfucker.
What they say, happy wife, happy life.
Man,
yeah, them niggas.
Man,
they say happy wife, happy life. You ain't never heard no saying about a happy husband. That don't exist.
Preachers ain't nothing but religious offsets. In the pulpit, they all raised by women. They do everything for women, and they trying to maintain the women's approval in their congregation just so they can fuck on.
That's what they done turned into now.
and everybody be shocked at preachers' kids going, wow. The pastor and the first lady was the pimp in the bottom hole when they was in the street. They came from the street first. So the psychology of their children is still from the origin of how they was moving when they like DNA is a genetic snapshot of whatever you was doing at that time, right? Like we are a snapshot of what our parents was on when they created us. So if your dad was in the street and your mom was in the club, it's not shocking that you turn out to be a wild thug. It's not surprising. That's why teen moms raise teen moms. If your mama was promiscuous, the probability you being promiscuous is high. Your dad was promiscuous, the chances of you being promiscuous is high. So these pastors that be sitting up here in the pulpits and trying to go at other men instead of minding their business, the only reason they got something to say is because they feel threatened by men that's telling the truth from where they are. It's like those pastors that fit that type of behavior, they feel threatened, because if you was really secure in what you're doing, you wouldn't even be paying attention to what somebody like that saying.
Nah, they probably date men. I told somebody like this. They asked me one time on Facebook when I was talking about dating and relationships and stuff like that. They said, "How come you don't never talk about men?" I said, "I ain't never dated one. The only man I know is me. I can tell you what I did. I can tell you, my experience." I said, any dude that get on the internet, like these male gurus and stuff like that, and they talking about watch out for this kind of man. I said, either he is that man or he hang around them kind of men, or maybe if he changed, he used to be that kind of man. I said, but he talking about himself or his circle. I said, because that's direct information. Like, I've been around a lot of dudes that I hang around, but I don't know the inner workings of their relationships. I just know what I see, but I don't know enough to say he's this or that. So if I'm giving you details like thought processes, when a man do this, he thinking like that, it's because I thought. It's because I've been through it. I said, but I don't date men. I ain't never been with a man, so I don't got nothing to talk about. Like, whatever red flag I give you is probably mine. That's the truth. It's probably mine, or at least used to be one of mine. But I can't sit here and tell you if a man do this, he do it. No. And that's why when them women be listening to them dudes, and then they find out that he was talking about himself the whole time. I said, that's the only way you get that kind of information. He inside trading, baby. He inside trade. I talk about women because I got experience with women. I've dated a lot of women. I got experience with women. That's my lane.
Why would a mechanic talk about making cakes?
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I got experience around these niggas too. I watch everything around me. I see these niggas getting their shit thrown out.
I see stuff, but I don't know like their thought process. So when you start diving into the psychology of a man, I can see things.
All you gotta do is listen to a woman.
All
you gotta do is listen to a woman, because every woman that I date, she can, even if she don't directly tell me about what her nigga is, if she give me the story scenario, I can put two together.
Right, and that's secondhand information.
But no, I think like this is I'm gonna fuse what he's saying though. You could tell what type of woman she is by the stories that she has to tell about the men that she's been with.
Right.
That tell you what type of low self-esteem she operating off of. Because you can't do people be doing low self-esteem breed. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna use this because she got mad at me one time. I used one of her situation. She be watching me, motherfucker. I can't use that, but that is so. It'll be so perfect.
See that right there? That's him fighting that part that his mama put in him right there. That it'll be so perfect.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. You ain't got to.
Okay, so this other girl, she told me, she was like, not her.
Yeah.
But she told me that she was dating a dude that was a pastor. And every relationship she get in, she always make herself very useful in the middle of that man's purpose. So if he has an organization where he's doing a 501c3 or something, she's gonna make sure that she's cooking cakes and pies and doing some shit in the middle doing that. So he's a preacher at this church, and she has an interest in that nigga. So she started to become part of the ministry. And she started telling me, and this dude, he actually dated somebody that we used to know. He was married to her. He got a divorce. Then he got a divorce. He got married to another chick, and now she's directly in the ministry. And she's in the ministry. So she's trying to impress this man's wife. I mean, she's trying to impress this man while he has a wife. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that lets me know that you really don't have a moral barometer, and you don't really have a lot of confidence of getting a man of your own. Regardless of how horrible you paint this man or whatever he did that have you that mistreated you, and you chose you and you rose above the ashes and the shit, whatever happened, trauma you experienced dealing with him, you always like going after men that are occupied by other women.
Unavailable. Because you
That's
know
right.
why?
So
She a side chick.
But then this is what she always do. She is so good at
Manipulate.
at organization, right? She's a great organizer. So if she come in your company, she's gonna outdo all the women.
Mm-hmm.
She'll get all that influence, and then when she get mad, when she feel like she got the influence, she'll drop off the face of the earth and watch your motherfucking empire crumble.
That's because men are long-term investors and women are day traders.
Yep.
It takes patience to be a long-term investor. You got to be willing to ride the highs and the lows and go through you playing the long game. Women are day traders. They want to catch the wave, ride it to the top real quick, get what they can get, jump off, jump on to the next one.
I think on the opposite end, they're long-term investors of destruction. You
play the long game to get enough power.
All you gotta do is just be inactive.
Yeah. So like what he just described, she's playing the long game. She's being manipulative. She's setting traps. She's making herself visible. She's never out of position, but she know that the man is unavailable and eventually going to kick her to the curb. So what she would do is position herself where she could pull the rug out from underneath him first. Because she's so used to being in transactional situations where she get to shine and be better than all the other chicks, and then say every place that she go to, she make it better.
She do.
And then nobody ever fully appreciates her the way she should be appreciated. When the reality is that she's a destructive harlot.
Yeah, it might be a year, couple of months. So what I'm saying is that, like, let's look at trading. Long-term trade would be more like investing in someone over 5 or 10 years, or feel like watching them progressively go up. A day trade in a relationship term would be more like, I can put in 6 months, maybe a year, but after that, like, if it ain't so with day trade, you got some that you might flip right then, and then you got some that you open up at the beginning of the day and you might try to dump it at the end of the day, but you gave it 8 hours. So they go in thinking, okay, I'll give it 6 months, I'll give it a year. And they're gonna try to, because to them, they think that is the long game.
It's the exit strategy.
They do that.
They think a year is a long game. I'm like, no,
if you think about it, they do about a year and about 2 years in these relationships, and then they back on the single market.
Right. Yep. But see, if you want a real man, so what they're going to do is they're going to see that woman, that rare woman that is a long-term investor. She's been with this man for 5 or 10 years and rode the wave and all this other stuff. And now that he's on the upwards move, she trying to sweep in, because you got to think day traders invest in the same stuff that long-term traders invest in, but just not for as long. It's the same stock. They're not investing in different stock. It's the same stock. They just have a different strategy.
Yeah, different exit strategy.
Right. They got a different strategy. So you're looking at this woman that, like I said, she's riding the trajectory. You thinking, oh, shoot, I can try to jump in real quick. I can give it a year, maybe 2 years, if that tops, and then I'm out, and then I'm on to the next. Because that's how a lot of them think. And a lot of them don't. I think they reach a point where they don't have a lot of faith.
No, so, and that, not a lot of faith happens when their biological clock is shit, like late 30s and early 40s. They try to motherfucking fast track a motherfucking relationship, boy.
Because every relationship that a woman gets in, she tries to make up for lost time, not realizing you cannot make up for lost time. So every time she exits a relationship, now she's trying to make up for the previous 2 years, and then the 2 years before that, and then the year before that. So when she gets with this man, she's trying to speed him up, or when she sees the opportunity, it's like, okay, I got to take this opportunity because I got to get my get back. I done wasted too much time.
And that's why a lot of the people that be arguing in the comments, they do-over babies, because their mamas was just like that. The mama was trying to get a do-over with a new dude and make another version of the kid that's in her head with the wrong man, and she done did it again. Because
hey man, these motherfucking hoes ain't shit.
bro.
God
Because like,
damn.
because in a 18-month span of time, a lot can happen when a woman's trying to position herself.
Yeah, motherfucker, hey, man, you be sliding them bitches, man. You call their ass do-over babies. It's fucked up. I be feeling that shit because at this point, I'm trolling and throwing shade.
Yeah, like I be telling you,
I can't do it. I
I
can't.
can't. Look,
No,
like,
I'm here with it. At this point, it's comedy.
it is because like
you ain't gonna listen to me anyway, bitch. Hey, this is for the niggas. What that nigga Masterpiece say? This is for the niggas, the real niggas. This is for.
Let me find that. Hey,
this is for the Burpees and the Cadillacs and the 10s and the 12s popping in the back.
Wood grain with the leather seats.
At this point,
you call them little running back.
Gotta have fun, nigga, with the understanding, with the knowledge, with the wisdom, and just be obnoxious because we are not gonna live long enough to watch the tide change for everybody from a cultural standpoint. We're gonna have to utilize our passports. All you niggas that went to the military that's getting 100% disability, that's getting that residual income motherfucking check, you niggas won. Now, take that motherfucker to goddamn Ghana, Kenya, Vietnam, Thailand, wherever the fuck you want to go, nigga. Because finding a bitch here is not going to happen, Captain. Just don't go where they doing that shit right now, because I think Trump done bombed 8 different countries in motherfucking 1 year. So just stay out of those motherfuckers.
I saw that they fired some missiles or whatnot in Dubai the other day. I said, man, these IG models finna lose some income. They can't go to their destination spot.
Goddamn, can you imagine somebody just sitting in there getting pissed on and then just the window just blow up?
A window, a wall, nigga, like the whole building gone. Like
the building ain't gone. That motherfucker ate that shit like a motherfucking punch.
Could you imagine if that happened and you got to get up and run outside?
Y'all keep acting like you're gonna be alive. Like
somebody might live.
Think I want y'all to let me put this in perspective, right? When these folks be knocking,
hey man, play that building, play the 7-star building that got hit in Dubai. Can you play it?
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Like, nigga, I don't think you understand. Like, that building ate that motherfucking bomb.
I've seen the building over there.
I seen the building, nigga. Then what are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that these folks really do engineer, like they engineer stuff to withstand certain blasts, man.
In the year 3032, they're gonna say the Arabs had state-of-the-art technology that could take bombs. Like what the fuck we talking about? What type of fucked up trauma you live in where you building your building to take a damn bomb?
like you anticipate, we got it built for war, just in case they decide to have
this shit made out of vibranium and shit, like, nigga.
Let me see here.
Shit wild in the motherfucker, man. That should be fucking me up. Like, I'm over here trying to work, clicking through shit today, looking at Iran. How the fuck the building didn't go down in Dubai, nigga?
Come on, man. Like, they was setting all kind of shit on fire. It said Iran targets CIA headquarters in Dubai. Bro, it's just so much stuff over here. Like, they aiming at everything. And it's still there.
A golden toilet flew out the back of the motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, they talking about the Burj Khalifa was the one that survived.
That motherfucker hit the rich part of the building, the very top.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Like, yeah, they hit Jumeirah Beach too. Damn, like the rich part, like you was talking about. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Let me share this.
They're not gonna be able to get flued out for a minute. Now they got to come up with some income.
Yeah, they can't even leave the country right now.
Are you gonna see a golden toilet and a BBL just fly out the back of some shit? What Motherfuckers is crazy, man. I refuse, man. I'm showing my ass. I don't give a fuck.
Authorities said 137 missiles and 209 drones were fired, most intercepted, but several caused damage at major landmarks. 4 people were injured in a fire on the pub, while debris from an intercepted drone ignited the Burj Al Arab's outer facade. Civil defense teams quickly contained the blaze. At Dubai Airport, 4 staffs were wounded and a concourse sustained minor damage. In Abu Dhabi, 1 person was killed and 7 injured in an incident at Zayed International Airport. The unprecedented attacks forced the UAE to close its airspace and deploy emergency teams across key sites.
Just
Explosion rocked Dubai's Palm Jumeirah and debris sparked a fire at the Burj Al Arab hotel as a wave of Iranian missiles targeted the UAE on Saturday.
it said a missile.
Authorities said 137 missiles and 209 drones were fired, most intercepted, but several caused damage at major landmarks. 4 people were injured in a fire on the pub, while debris from an intercepted drone ignited the Burj Al Arab's outer facade. Civil defense teams quickly contained the blaze. At Dubai Airport,
So
a drone did all that?
no, that was just one of the missiles that they couldn't stop. They said it was like 139 missiles that was fired, but they was able to intercept most of them, but that's the one that they missed. The
How many of them did they miss?
they didn't say in that particular video, but the fact that that's the only issue they got, well, where Dubai is located at, it's pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? That's acceptable. Only 4 people, were casualties there. Because, like, man, the Burj Al Arab is on Jumeirah, that's the island they built. Like they dredged the soil and they built that island like out of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? They went and poured sand into the ocean to build an island community. And the Burj Al Arab is like it's the building that looks like the letter D, and they can land a helicopter. Man, they land a helicopter on it and everything else. Man, that place is an amazing sight. So it puts things in perspective when people be talking about going to Dubai and hang out. I'm like, bro, do you know the area? You know how close you are to.
So if niggas was on vacation right now, we was in that bitch.
Yeah, you'd be.
We would have heard boom.
Yeah. Oh, heard. You probably would have had to duck.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff is right there together.
Most of these places that people want to go vacation at are in terrorist hotbeds. Like people want to go when they say they want to go to the Maldives. They never check the Department of State websites to see like what's going on in that area. You know what I'm saying? They just think it's all vacation. It's just like when people go to Jamaica, but they don't never want to go to. But they tell you to stay out of Kingston. They tell you to stay out of Trenchtown. You know what I'm saying? Stay in Montego Bay. Don't go nowhere else.
Stay right here. Don't go across that road.
Yeah, talking about going to go buy some bud. You know what I'm saying? Because you in Jamaica, like they ain't never seen another version of you 72 times earlier this month. You crazy.
Pass me the jar right now. yeah, niggas is crazy.
You go to Mexico, you wanna go drink some organic tequila. Like,
I mean, they was talking. Let me get off of this motherfucker. It's getting late. Let me go because we need to continue this.
Yeah, man. But let me pull y'all up here real quick, man. Glad that we was able to finally get on here and put all these thoughts together. Because I think we need to keep this going. You know what I'm saying? Who Hurt You is a good title to work off of, because that's what everybody come online about and talk about who hurt them.
Man, you hit me up whenever, boy. I got a lot of free time.
You said I hit you up when?
You hit me up whenever. Like most evenings, I'm free. In the daytime, I don't be like I can't join a live in the daytime because I be working, but I be in my work truck. But pretty much most evenings, all you gotta do is give me a heads up so I make sure I'm in place.
We'll do. Man, look. Dontre, man, it's always good. Been a minute before we able to get back up here. But you know, we made it
Man,
happen.
Montavious, it was good meeting you, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Same, man. I enjoyed it.
Look, man.
Yeah, Vic, it's always a pleasure. Y'all already know how we do it.
Yes, sir. And for everybody watching, man, appreciate the engagement in the comments. Shout out to Dion. We got to get him
Shout
up
out
here
to the
too.
whole chat.
Yeah, straight up, man. You know, cause
Chat been active the whole time. We wouldn't
shout
even
out-
reading that shit.
yeah, shout out to Jess. Shout out to Maury.
Dion,
Who else up here? Man,
Mari,
yeah, man. Y'all been real supportive, man. I appreciate y'all.
Eugene, Jay
Mhm.
Patrick. Jay Patrick, you in the motherfucker. Yeah, man. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah, we got to do something for the chat, man.
Shout out to the chat.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get that round of applause, you know, as well. Because without y'all, we don't know which direction we need to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta make sure we support the people that support us, man. So hey,
We had some motherfuckers on here. That motherfucker got up, man. That motherfucker was cooking. When
Yeah.
Montavious was talking, that motherfucker was cooking, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man, straight skillet.
When
Shout
that
out
nigga was talking about getting drugged under that motherfucking car.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, for all of y'all that's is in the chat that got a story you want to tell about you getting drugged like a muffler, you know what I'm saying? And get it off your chest and let somebody else know that they not alone. Bring it up here to Who Hurt You, man. You know, so this place to get it off. What up with you, Run? You know, glad. Hey, we get ready to get off here now, but
How you get on this motherfucker this late, dog?
come on,
man. Hatter, you tripping?
Yeah, bro. Hey, come on.
Late to the party.
They making content like we
crazy as hell. So I mean, let's do it. What you want to do? When you want to do it?
Hey, we can get back on tomorrow.
Nigga, tomorrow.
You asked me when?
Well, shit, you on your own, Montavious. I'm cool.
Yeah.
God damn, give a nigga a day in between, like.
Yeah. But
yeah, I'll be good for Wednesday.
My boy said I got kids, fam.
Nigga said I got kids.
Yeah.
Hey, you understand what I'm saying? So let's team up. Let's promote for a day. God damn, V. Ain't nobody trying to motherfucking come up with
I
a
just
last.
said what I could do, but if we got a strategy, we could definitely put it together. That way we can get a better turnout, though.
Nigga, we don't care about you going into from alto to soprano, nigga. give us a motherfucking day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, somebody said pick a day out the week. Yeah, Dion said that too. Hey, for real.
Wednesday or Thursday will probably be cracking.
Yeah, let's go with Thursday.
Thursday, what you think about my Thursday? Can you make it Thursday?
Yeah, I can make it Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday might be a better option though.
Yeah.
Cause don't nothing happen on Wednesday. I'm just thinking ahead of time. Like let's say,
man, they be doing all kind of shit on
like
Wednesday. They be going to the poetry club.
Yeah, most people I know that stream, man, it's like Thursdays or Monday. For some reason, a lot of people don't touch Wednesday.
That's true because I run a couple of different pods and Wednesdays were really productive because I didn't have to compete with nobody else.
Well, let's go Wednesday. Shit, give me a day. All right.
Okay, we go Wednesday.
All right. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, peace.